Hi everybody and welcome to our second mini session. So I introduced these mini sessions last week, and just a reminder that these are for my class members. You do need to be warmed up first before you start, because we don't do any warm up. So please make sure you've mobilised your neck, your shoulders and your spine before you start. And thanks for all your feedback for last week. The feedback has been really good. So you've either used this along with your weekly class, the hour and a quarter-ish class, or you've done this instead of your hour and a quarter class. So I know a few of you have struggled with time to actually get down and do an hour and a quarter, and it seems that this worked out really well for you. So thanks so much for feeding back to me. Please continue to let me know how you're getting on. So this is going to be 20 to 30 minutes again. It's 26 minutes last week. It's going to be there or thereabouts this week as well. So we'll get started. So we're going to come down, we're going to roll down the spine and go into hanging squats to get some strength work on the quads. So please just take that check through your posture first. And hopefully you've already done your roll down. If you haven't, please pause me now and go and do your roll down. I can't stress enough how really important it is that you do your full warm up before you go into these movements. So important that you do that. So full pelvic tilt, take a breath in. So you breathe out with nodding the chin, slowly rolling your head down. So we're just going to hang the spine. It's hip distance on the feet. And if you need to bring over your blue block here for some height, please just bring that over, place your hands onto it. Line of vision is behind you, and your knees need to be tracking in line with the second toe. So join up on your pelvic floor, taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, to bend through the knees, drawing the hips down towards the floor. We're going to encourage your spine to curl wide over your legs. Breath in, breathe out, you're pushing back up with the hips. And again, breath in, as you breathe out, down into your squat. Breath in, breathe out, pushing back up with the hips. So we're going to stay here to take a good few of these movements. Working at your own pace. So try and keep your upper body still and try and just move through the legs. So obviously we're working on building strength into the quads, the thigh muscles. It's so important that you maintain that strength for your body. So remember, we're all losing our muscle mass after the age of 50. So really important that you're maintaining good muscle mass, good muscle tone. So how is that feeling for you now on your scale of 0 to 10? We'll just take a couple more. So really important that we're taking the time to build that strength back into our own bodies. This one, your last one, you're down into your squat. If you're ready to now, into a hold, arms behind you, back in, place the fingers, stretching the arms up. You can do this. A deep breath in, blowing out, try and get you 90 degrees at your knees for your last breath. And your last one, releasing your arms, well done. Keep your chin tucked in, bring your hands back to the block if that's you. And get ready now to uncurl spine to standing. Breath in as you breathe out, push your hips forward, push your knees forward. Slowly uncurl your spine, really focus on getting that rolling through the lower back. Well done, back up to standing. Excuse me, just need to get my glasses. And we're going into your quad stretch. So we'll balance on your right leg, and if you need to hold on to something, please just do that. The most important thing here is that you get your stretch. So balancing on the right leg, bend through the left knee, reaching around, taking a hold on the front of your foot. So once you get there, because it's so easy with this one to just stand and bend your knee. So once you get there, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, draw that heel in towards your buttock. At the same time, squeeze that glute, lift up your breastbone, lengthen up from your crown, supporting knees soft. So really try and work hard with that left glute to get more of a stretch over the front of the hip, knees are level at the front. And your last one, so you're releasing that leg, just pedal out your feet. You're ready to move on, balancing on the left leg. Bend through the right knee, reaching around, taking a hold on the front of your foot. So obviously if you feel that you want to take longer in any of these postures, please go ahead and do that. So tuck your tail right under, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, draw that heel in towards your buttock, lift up the breastbone, lengthen up from your crown, supporting knees soft, and just make sure you can feel that stretch. So remember, this is a really important one for you if your tendency is to arch your lower back. So for you, you need to stretch out what tend to be tight hip flexors, and you also need to be working on your glute strength. We're going to take some glute work today. That your last one, so releasing that leg, well done. Just pedal out your feet. So we're going to take a lat stretch now, legs and feet hip distance, a bit wider if you prefer. We're taking a deep breath in to stretch your left arm up, and as you breathe out, going up and over into the stretch, head just goes. Think about easing the left hip down towards the floor, push your left fingers up towards the ceiling. Breathe in to come to centre, releasing your arm, changing over, right arm goes up. Take a deep breath in to stretch. As you breathe out, up and over into your stretch, ease that right hip down towards the floor. Breathe in, so coming back, well done, roll the shoulders round. So we're going to roll down now. I'm just checking my little list here as to what I want to do with you today. So full tilt on the pelvis, scoop your abs in. Breath in as you breathe out, lifting the chin, slowly rolling your head down, just hanging your spine. So we're going to include a little bit of downward dog to plank, so keeping the chin tucked in, walking your hands forward, knees down one at a time, into all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under your hips. Check your shoulders are down away from your ears, draw up on your pelvic floor, breathe in to tuck the toes under, breathe out, pushing up with the hips, heads hanging to the floor. Feet a little bit further back, real deep bend now through the knees. Push your hips right up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, you come up to your toes, take your feet a few inches further back. Breathe in, up to toes, breathe out, take your heels down. Breathe in up to toes, draw up on pelvic floor. As you breathe out, body weight forwards over the arms, push down through the heels. You might need to adjust the placements of your hands or your feet or both. Breath in, as you breathe out, push back to downward dog, draw your head towards your feet. Breathing up to toes, breathing out, body weight forwards over the arms into your plank. Breath in, as you breathe out, push back to downward dog, draw your head towards your feet. We're going to stay here to take 3 more. So this combination of stretch and strength. And remembering your plank is such a good exercise. It gives you everything. It gives you your weight bearing exercise. It gives you core strength exercise and your resistance exercise. We're going to come into your plank now, try and hold it there for up to 4 full Pilates breaths. So this is the bit where you're really building in that strength into your body. Check through your 4 areas of connection, mid-back, mid-sector, which is pelvic floor, glutes to 100% contraction, quads to 100% contraction. That on your last one, push back to downward dog, draw your head towards your feet. Breathe up to toes, up on pelvic floor. As you breathe out, body weight forwards over the arms, bending the knees. Slowly lowering down, well done. So right back onto your heels now, stretching your arms out. And just release your wrists, your palms up, your palms down. So please take all the time you need now to do whatever you feel you need to do to release your hands, your wrists, your fingers after that last movement. So you might feel you want to rotate your wrists, you might want to massage your hands, massage your wrists. Whatever you feel you need to do, then please just do that. And then when you're ready, palms back to the mat. We'll just release the shoulders, bring the arms around, fingers touching the heels. Arms to your side, your palms up, and a stretch now over the wrists. A breath in as you breathe out, curl the palms up towards your head. Breathe in to release. And again, breathe out, curl the palms up. Breathe in to release. We're going to make this on your last one. And ready to stretch out the shoulders, arms behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Rolling right up onto the top of your head, stretching your arms up. Then your last one, releasing your arms. Bring the arms around, pushing back up to all fours. So today we're going to move on now to the dart in lying down, just adjusting myself slightly here so that you can see me better. So excuse me, just fixing the camera now. So we don't very often do the dart in lying down in class. in the YouTube classes. So we're going to do the dart line down here, and we'll move on to bring in the glutes and get some really good strong glute work. If you're overarched into your lower back, please bring over your towel, place that across the middle of your mat. So we're going to lower down onto your forearms. So forehead just rests there on your hands. Make sure you've got your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. So we'll take the knees a little bit further back. Feel now that you're drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Join up on your pelvic floor into your deep lying abdominals. If you're ready, knees going a little bit further back, flattening off the feet, holding it there. So the main thing here is that you can feel you've got that connection into your mid-back. So make sure you're not rounding through the mid-back. If you're ready, half plank, knees go further back. So with the body weight forward now over your arms, head comes away from your hands. Strong line here from the crown of the head over the hips, and ready to make your transition to the floor. So if you know you've got the strength into glutes, and certainly if you're coming into my intermediate classes, then we're going to make this transition a full plank. So we're tucking the toes under on the right leg, stretching out that leg, squeezing the glute on that side. Toes under on the other leg, stretching out that leg, squeezing the glute on that side. Pushing down through the heels, really squeeze your glutes. Taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, we're rolling forward through the toes, all through the knees, body weight forwards over the arms, slowly lowering down onto your front. So once you're there, it's hands underneath the forehead, relaxing off your shoulders. If you're working with your towel, just check that's in line with your lumbar curve. So the towel needs to be in line with your waist, and just check for any areas of tension from your head to your feet. So we're going to move on now to focus on mid-glutes, working with Charlie Chaplin feet. So engaging your midsection, we're drawing the glutes in, drawing the heels in, toes out. Hopefully you can see that. You all do know this exercise though, so I'm sure you won't have a problem here. So heels are together, toes into the corners of the room. Holding it here. You then tuck your tail under as much as you can. You scoop your lower abdominals right into your spine, and we're just holding it there. If you're ready to move on, and if you're intermediate, then that's definitely you. Lifting the feet, holding it here. So you need to work really hard with the core now if you've lifted the feet. Check your shoulders are still staying relaxed. Really squeeze your glutes. That'll be your last one. So bring the feet down. Toes in, heels out, gently rocking through the hips side to side. Slowly back to centre. We're doing the same thing again. Engaging your midsection, drawing the glutes in, drawing the heels in, toes out. Tucking your tail right under, scooping our ass to spine. So if you're ready, small lift of the feet away from the floor. And if you're ready from here, we're adding in some movement. So breathe in, we're taking the heels apart a few inches. As you breathe out, pulling your heels in tight. Breathe in, taking the heels apart. Breathe out to pull the heels in tight. I really feel that you're squeezing your glutes to pull the heels in. So we're going to stay here to work up to 10 of these movements. You shouldn't be feeling any discomfort into your lower back. If you are, and you aren't working with any support underneath you, your towel, folded towel underneath you, please bring that over now. And if you are working with that and you're still feeling any pinching, any discomfort into the lower back, please make sure you're working with your core. That's usually the reason why you would feel a pinching into the lower back. So just nice and slow here, squeeze your glutes, pull the heels in. Squeeze your glutes, pull the heels in. This one, your last one. So relaxing down, toes in, heels out. Rocking through the hips side to side. Back to centre. Last progression coming up now. If you're ready to, we're going into a pulsing movement. So engage in the midsection. Drawing the heels in, toes out. Tucking your tail under, scooping our ass to spine. Small lift of the feet. We're aiming to work 3 sets. Remember your breathing needs to work with the pace of the movement. Taking the heels apart, breath in, and 10, 9, squeeze, squeeze, breathing, 3, 2, and squeeze as strong as you can. Got one more set, 2 more sets. Taking the heels apart, breath in, and 10, 9, breathe, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and squeeze as strongly as you can. One more set if you can, take the heels apart. Breath in and 10, 9, squeeze, squeeze, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and squeeze as strong as you can. Slowly relaxing down, well done. Toes in, heels out, gentle rock as you hip side to side. Back to centre, so we're going to move now into the dart to really focus on the postural muscles in your back. So sliding the hands out, placing your arms to your sides, palms up towards the ceiling. Glutes are going to stay relaxed for now. You might need some support underneath the forehead, so make sure you've got placement for the neck. So glutes are relaxed, you're switching on your core, focusing on the area between your shoulder blades. So when you're ready, breath in to prepare. So you breathe out, we're drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other, then drawing your shoulders back as far as you can, drawing the shoulder blades even closer in towards each other. Breathe in to release, and again breathe out, draw the shoulder blades in, draw your shoulders back, shoulder blades closer in towards each other. Breathe in, go back to your start position. So we're going to stay here to take a good few of these movements. So remembering, these muscles are essential for good posture. Really, really important that you are maintaining good tone, good strength into those muscles. So remembering, this is one of your 5-a-day exercises. Make this one now your last one. So your last one, if you're ready, into a hold, drawing the shoulder blades in, drawing your shoulders back. As you're drawing your shoulders back, also try and draw your shoulder blades right down your back. And your last one, relaxing down, well done. Hands back underneath the forehead. So just give those muscles a chance to relax. And remembering, along with your dart goes your chest stretch. Those two movements are as important as each other in terms of good posture and shoulder girdle stability. So we're going to move on now to chest stretch. So when you're ready, engage in the midsection, slide the hands out, so arms to your sides with your palms up. Breath in as you breathe out, draw the shoulders back, this time reaching around for your hands, interlacing the fingers, drawing the shoulders back. If you're ready to, we're going to add in your glutes. So bring the feet together, poker straight legs, point right down through the toes and squeeze your glutes. If you're ready, small lift of the feet away from the floor. Please make sure you've got that hold on your core if you're going for that lift of your feet. And if you're ready to, this is only if you're ready to, we're aiming to extend the mid-back without lifting the chin and without using the lower back. So breath in as you breathe out, you're lengthening from the crown of your head, gliding the head away from the floor, extending the spine. If that causes you any problems, please just come back down again. Either holding the legs here now, or we're going to swimming legs. So if you're ready, breath in as you breathe out, taking small fast kicks with your legs. And it's glutes, glutes, glutes all the way. Make sure you're not bending your knees. So if you can feel that you are bending your knees, if you can feel that your pelvis is rocking from side to side, please just hold your legs still. So we're targeting the glutes here, and really, really important that we're always working the right muscles. So this on your last one. Hold it there now, bring your feet together. Stretch right down through the legs, the feet, the toes. Lengthen up to the crown, get your shoulders back as far as you can. Slowly then relaxing down, well done. Really tough exercise, that one. So hands underneath the forehead, just gentle rocking now through the hips side to side. So you're back to centre. So we're going to come up to sitting. So you're sliding the hands out, drawing elbows close into you. So close into you as you can get them. So if you're intermediate, hands go underneath the shoulders. Whichever placement you're going for, the main thing is that you're not dipping into your lower back. So draw up on your pelvic floor now, scoop your belly button into your spine. Breath in as you breathe out, push down with the hands or the elbows. Push up, back up to all fours, back onto your heels, stretching the arms out. So releasing your wrists out, your palms up, your palms down. Then your last one, palms back to the mat. Back up to all fours and bring your knees off to the side, around to the front. So you're sitting facing the front. Excuse me a sec, just checking here on time. It's 20 minutes we've had so far. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. Hands underneath the knees like so, shoulders are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, just allow your legs now to completely relax. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, if you're ready to, walking the hands down the legs towards your feet, aiming eventually to take a hold of your feet. If you're ready from there, taking the feet further away from you one at a time, easing further forward into the posture. And this is a really nice stretch for the spine. So we're using this for lumbar spine stretch, spine release. You might also be getting a stretch into your outer thighs, your inner thighs, backs of your hips. If you're ready, we're going to take the feet further away from you, easing further forward into the posture. Think about folding yourself in half. And your last one, pushing into your back, uncurling your spine, up to sitting. So we're going to come into lying down now to take your abdominal strength work. And if you know that it's not appropriate for you to work your abs, and that is an abdominal curl in lying down. So if you've got any problems with your neck, for example, please stay in sitting. Click off from this one now, go into one of my add-ons for seated abdominals and do that one instead, please. Otherwise, we're going to come into lying down. And you've got the option here of placing the feet onto the ball. So I introduced this one before Christmas for my general level classes. So if you've got the strength into your core to place the feet on the ball, then you're placing the feet onto the ball. And I know a good few of you are ready to do that. If you're intermediate, you'll definitely be working with the feet on the ball. You've always got the option of taking the feet off the ball, of course. So if it feels too strong, you literally just take the feet off the ball and do exactly the same thing with your feet off on the floor. So if you think you're ready to work with the ball, just have that handy. You want it down by your feet. If your back doesn't feel ready to roll down, please bring your knees off to the side, line your side, then onto your back. Otherwise, we're going to roll down. So small tilt on the pelvis. Breath in as you breathe out. You're slowly rolling down. So your spine goes down, your head goes down. Once you're there, arms up over your head. Stretching your legs out in front, so a few breaths, a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just allow your lower back now to relax. Allow your midsection to completely relax. Your arms and your legs, and checking for any areas of tension. So if you're finding any, just allow those areas to relax. And before you start moving, bring the arms down, sliding the heels into you one at a time. So just find your neutral position for lumbar. We're either now working with the feet on the floor, or again, if you've got the strength into your abs, we're going to work with the feet on the ball. So intermediate, you will be working with the feet on the ball. So just take one of your feet now and just use that to roll the ball into you. You've got one foot onto the ball. So draw upon your pelvic floor into deep lying abdominals. Press your lower back now into the mat and place that other foot onto the ball. So just this in itself will be working your core quite strongly. You can probably feel that as well. Again, if you feel at any time that you need to take the feet down to the floor, please just do that. So hands now going behind your head to support your head, elbows out wide, lengthen up to the crown, slight tuck in of your chin, draw upon your pelvic floor, breath in as you breathe out, curling up, reaching forward, hands behind the back, knees on the thighs. So if you've got your feet on the floor, it's exactly the same movement. So maintain the curl, breath in as you breathe out, you're stretching up your right leg, breathe in to bend the knee, breathe out to change. Every time you stretch your leg up, think about drawing the chest right up to meet the big toe. So pulling the chest right up to meet the big toe. So make sure you all maintain the placement of your neck and feel for what's happening around your neck. This one, your last one. One hand behind your head, slowly rolling down. So just bring the feet off the ball, hug one knee into your chest, followed by the other, rolling the knees in and back. And again, rolling the knees in and back. This one, your last one. Feet to the floor one at a time. It's your last one now. This is what we're finishing with. Engaging midsection, one foot on the ball, imprinting your spine, other foot on the ball, hands behind your head, lengthening up to the crown. Breath in as you breathe out, curling up, reaching forward, hands behind the backs of the knees or the thighs. Breath in as you breathe out, stretching up one leg, breathing to bend the knee, breathe out to change. So if you've got your feet on the ball, next progression now, you're rolling the ball away, bring it back in, and changing over, rolling away, bringing it back in. So the aim of this really is to really help you come up a little bit higher in the curl as you roll the ball away. Last progression now, if you're ready. We're extending both legs. So breath in as you breathe out, roll the ball away, lift both legs. Breath in as you breathe out, touch your feet to the ball, draw it in. Breath in as you breathe out, extend. Breath in as you breathe out, bend. So again, make sure you're maintaining the placement of your neck. And now just taking two more. This one, your last one. Bend the knees, one hand behind your head, rolling down. Well done, everyone. Bring your feet off the ball one at a time. Hugging the right knee into your side and the left heel away from you. Hugging the right knee a bit closer into you if you can. That your last one. Slide that left heel in, right foot to the floor. Changing over, hugging the left knee inside and the right heel away. That your last one. Slide the right heel in, left foot to the floor, and now your arms out wide to your sides, ankles and knees together. Breath in as you breathe out, knees over to your right, turning your head to your left. Breath in as you breathe out, drum legs, spine, head back to centre. Breath in, breathing out, roll over to the other side. Breath in as you breathe out, drum legs, spine, head back to centre. So you're ready to bring your knees over to the side, ready for transition to standing. Breath in as you breathe out, bring your knees over and into all fours. Just checking on my time here. I think that's 27 minutes. Wrists under shoulders, knees under your hips. Tucking the toes under, walk your hands to your knees. Pushing up onto your toes, walk your hands to your toes. Pushing down through the heels, knees are bent. Heads just hanging to the floor. So check you've got your hip distance on your feet. And ready to come to standing. Breath in as you breathe out, push your hips forward, push your knees forward, slowly and curl your spine, right back up to standing, well done. Once you're there, just give the shoulders a roll round, and then check your shoulders are down, away from your ears. Have a look down at your feet, hip distance on the feet. Toes are forward, softness to the knees, switch on your core, chest stretch, arms behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Keep the shoulders where they are, releasing your hands. Really tall out from your crown, and a few deep breaths with your arms. Taking a deep breath in, taking the arms up, and blowing out. And again, deep breath in, blowing out. And last one, deep breath in, and blowing out. Thank you very much, everybody. Well done for today's session. So please let me know how you got on. And whether these sessions are useful for you. Don't forget about my Zoom sessions every Wednesday, and if you have got the time, please try and do one of your full classes on YouTube. So anyway, I shall look forward to hearing from you and speak to you soon. Bye for now.